JFK. What happened there? Did Lee Harvey Oswald, on his own, go up to a window? Well, first he got a job there. He was actually working there in the Texas Book Depository. And he went up to the window, and this is the official story. He was waiting in the window. JFK drives past. John F. Kennedy. He drives past in his car with his wife and some other dignitaries. And he is shot in the face.
Just as the president put that right hand up to the side of his head, you could see him lurch forward. The first shot had hit him.
So as you can see there in that clip, Dan Rather is telling the public the opposite of the truth. On Wikipedia, you should be ashamed of yourselves, because Wikipedia will tell you that Lee Harvey Oswald killed John F. Kennedy, and that's a fact. No, it's not. Innocent until proven guilty. The man had no trial, no defence, no prosecution, no judge, no jury. Therefore, legally, he is innocent. Malcolm X. Well, what's problematic with Malcolm X? Well, Malcolm X was a prominent member of the Nation of Islam. Thomas Hagen, who's literally on the list of people who can't come in, manages to walk through the front door with a shotgun and then sits in the front row. So he's got front row seats. If you're Malcolm X and you look down and you see one of your known enemies sitting in the front row, you might suspect there's a problem. And then when he stands up and pulls out a shotgun, well, tragically, you know there's a problem. Martin Luther King. He's assassinated by James Earl Ray. Again, not an assassin. Small-time, pathetic criminal who, for example, tried to do a robbery and shot himself. James Earl Ray didn't know him at all, shot him and killed him. Robert Kennedy, now the most protected man on earth because his brother was killed. His brother was the president. He was killed. He was executed publicly. And now Robert Kennedy is trying to be the president. He's a candidate for the presidency. And, you know, his brother was killed, so let's protect him. You would imagine that it'd be very, very difficult to get anywhere near Robert Kennedy. And, of course, he was executed in public again, this time by a Lebanese American called Sirhan Sirhan, who apparently, according to the story, walked up behind him, put a gun to the back of his head in front of all his security staff and everybody, and the people who worked in the hotel, and the crowd that were actually, you know, at the event, and shot him, I think, twice in the head. That is a brief summary of what happened to the four most powerful and famous political rebels in the 1960s. They were all publicly executed in extremely problematic ways in terms of logistics and the story itself, and whether or not it actually makes any sense.